Mercy, please stop this drama. Apologize to the fans. I'm tired. Apologize to the fans. Please, Mercy. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Princess Banigo and we're back with the part 2. And in this video, you're gonna get to hear the reason Mercy Gono gave as to why she went back to GERALD ADDY. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are definitely welcome. And if you're a new subscriber, kindly consider subscribing to the channel because I bring it hard as it is to you guys. So I want us to listen to everything that Mercy Gono had to say as to why she went back to GERALD ADDY, and I want to react to it as I am listening to it right now, right? Because I listened to a part and I'm like, oh, I want my expressions to be real and raw, so we're gonna listen to it together. Before I go into all that, Mercy did a 50-something minute video, and in that video she was explaining basically everything, but there are some points Mercy gave that I quite don't agree with. Mercy, you have no right to expect everyone. That's the problem I am having with this YouTubers that are with numbers, right? We call them big YouTubers on the street, because you don't expect everyone to practically be your lover and not have anything to say. Like, how do you guys come on here on this space and expect people not to have an opinion about you? People are going to form opinion about you. I sitting here right now, I might not get people saying so much about me, but as soon as I start getting the numbers, people are going to have opinions about me, and I can't stop people from having opinions and expecting everybody to love me. Yes, there are people who are going to love me, because Mercy kept shouting, my lovers, those that love me, they understand me, they're here for me, they're never going to leave me, they care about me. And she was saying that her biggest mistake was listening to our audience. That she said the biggest mistake she ever did was putting out that video where she came to explain the situation initially. Like, how won't you explain? How is something going on and you won't explain, and people are there having your back? And she's saying that is her biggest regret, because she chose to listen to our audience. Apparently you listen to your audience. I mean, like, you're entitled not to listen per se, but with the situation that was going on, you had no choice but to come and clear yourself. And that was why lots of people subscribe back to you and you're able to get your watch hour quickly, because people felt like you gave them a reason. And Mercy, stop saying that is the biggest mistake, because if you didn't monetize that channel, you wouldn't have gotten access to talk to YouTube and get your channel back. And you're telling us right now that that is your biggest mistake, but your biggest mistake got you back your channel. If you didn't put out those videos, those tea that people wanted to hear about you, did you think you put out air videos on those channels and people come and watch it and then you get your watch hour back? I mean, guys, I can't even deal. But let's just listen to what Mercy had to say, because she started by saying that GERALD ADDY, while she was in therapy, GERALD ADDY came and he came to her saying her messages like he loved her, he's working on himself, and that, you know, what they never got to do was therapy. I mean, you guys should just listen to it all here and let's react together.
He wanted us to go to counseling. He wanted us to give our relationship a second chance, and all of these great plans that he had. And because I was still in love with him, I decided to agree. We apologized to each other. I told him I was sorry about the video that I made. He confessed to me that the girl who was making all of those videos about me was in fact his ex.
Okay, so this is one good thing that Mercy just admitted, that she was still in love with GERALD ADDY while those drama was going on, and that was why she went back to him. Okay, so thank you, Mercy. I appreciate the fact that you accepted that you still loved him, because I understand that, I mean, love doesn't just die, and that was why you went back.
He was with before, and when she saw the drama happening, they decided to collaborate to bring me down, or to, you know, she wanted to help him and fight against me. All of that, he confessed everything to me.
So, Mercy, how do you go back to a man who collaborated with his ex to bring you down, and he explained these things to you, and you chose to still settle and go back and keep dating him? I won't understand that part, because, I mean, how do you say you love me and you collaborated with your ex to bring me down and insult me? I mean, that story that GERALD told you is a big fat lie, right? He probably contacted that person to talk about you.
And he apologized deeply, and he said that he still loved me. He wanted us to go to counseling. He wanted us to talk to some people in his family, some pastors, just all these great ideas, and we both agreed. And he had recently refinanced the other house that we talked about before and got a little bit of money, and he offered to take me on vacation. He offered to pay for the counseling.
So at this point, Mercy is showing us proof of text message where GERALD is saying, I love you, please. No, I'm not doing this. I want to make my relationship with you work. I love you, mama. I'm not doing this. You don't trust me, so anything I say you doubt. I understand, but don't make this decision when you're mad. I love you, please come back. Don't make this decision when you're mad. All the stories don't matter. when we rise above the wave. Those are the things that Gerald was saying that made Mercy go back. So Gerald was actually telling Mesigono to apologize to him and everyone, and you know, God first. You know, she should apologize to God first, and that, you know, and the Mercy retaliated by telling him, okay, you go ahead and apologize to me because you embarrassed me online as well.
And we embarrassed ourselves in our relationship online. So the only two people who can fix that is us. So first thing first, I want to take you on a vacation. Mother's Day is coming. I want you to be happy. I want to be with you. I'm still in love with you. And I just want us to fix this. So Gerald booked a vacation to Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, they had amazing, you know what I mean.
He flew me to Atlanta, and then we drove from Atlanta to Tampa, Florida. And that trip was about 7 hours. And when I tell you the whole 7 hours, we talked about our lives. We talked about our future. We talked about our children. He told me he wanted to be a better man for me. He made all of these beautiful promises. We cried on each other again. We apologized to each other.
I mean, this guy is good, and I'm sure that he was giving it to Mercy real good for Mercy to fall as hard as she fell, guys. Like, the images that are showing on my laptop right now is, you know, Gerald and Mercy being coupled up and loved up together. I mean, like, he's good, real good.
An amazing time, just healing and getting to know each other again and forgiving each other. That trip was an amazing trip. So I told him that I'm willing to work on our relationship, but the only thing that's going to make me commit to that is, number one, we have to apologize to our families, which means his family, my family, and then we had to go to therapy. We had to go to church very consistently. We had to get mentors. We had to make friends with healthy married couples so we can learn from them. And then most importantly, we had to come online together and apologize to my fans and then go public with our relationship.
So at this point, it seemed like Mercy is actually telling the truth because she brought out evidences showing that, you know, she told him all this.
He agreed to everything but to apologize to my fans. He said he didn't do anything to my fans, so he doesn't need to apologize. And he said that my fans came at him, so they need to apologize to him. So I said, okay, my fans are not going to apologize to you, but my fans are important to me, and I know that I dragged them through all of this because when I was hurting, they were hurting too, and they fought for me. And if I'm going to get back with the man that they were fighting with me for, I have to at least come clean, and I have to be honest with them, and I have to apologize for the part that I played in this. So he said, you go ahead, you apologize to your fans, but we're going to make a video to clear our name.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I'm 100% okay with that. We left Tampa. At this time, I had already kind of moved to Ohio. He was not living in the house anymore. He had moved out. He was living with his cousin.
Okay.
I was ready to put the house on the market. Him and I got so toxic between the whole online drama thing that I went ahead and signed up to get a restraining order. They tried to serve him, but because he wasn't at the house, it was impossible to serve him, and the case was dropped. So when we came back together, I guess, and we talked about all the things we were going to do, we were healing, we were doing this and doing that. When we came back from Tampa, we both decided that we were going to come back to the house.
Okay.
So I went back to Ohio. I took care of the things that I needed to take care of there. I trusted him again. I saw a different side of him. He was nice. He was sweet. He was just the man that I fell in love with.
He's good.
He was the man that I wanted to be with. So I went back. I got the rest of my stuff. I got my daughter.
Okay.
And I came back to Atlanta.
Okay.
He came back to the house as well.
Okay.
He had plans about the future.
So, but what I'm thinking here is Mercy actually told us that the restraining order was filed. So why is she saying that? He didn't get the restraining order right now. I'm not understanding that, but let's keep listening, guys.
We were both in counseling. I was in individual counseling. He was in individual counseling.
Okay.
And we were both in counseling together.
Okay.
I enrolled my daughter in daycare for the first time, something that I was so terrified to do.
Okay.
But because we had this new, beautiful, bright future, I enrolled my daughter in counseling. I started to let my guards down. I started to trust again. I took my daughter to school every single day. And for, I think, 3 days, he said, let me take Nadia to school. You don't have to always be like Superwoman or whatever.
Okay.
Let me take Nadia to school and I can pick her up if you want, because...
So I feel like Gerald, you know, made Mercy trust him, let her guards down, up to the point that she trusted him with her daughter. But if you ask me, Mercy, you moved in too soon, too quick. You should have, even if you wanted to give him another chance, you guys should have done it while he was out there, and you'd see how things work, not coming right back to live with each other. I don't know what you guys think, but that is what I feel. But this seems like it's quite long. I don't know if we can listen all through, so I might have to stop some part, listen on my own, and come and brief you guys, because I mean, I can't put every bit of Mercy's video in here. So I'd listen, and when there's an important part I feel you guys need to hear, I'll come back and share it with you guys. So according to Mercy, that Gerald would pick up Gerald would pick up Mercy's daughter, and while he's picking her up, Gerald was filming as an evidence to show that they were back together, right? Okay, I think this tea, I can't listen to it by myself. Let's just listen, guys.
That didn't sit well with him. So the whole time he came back to me, now come to find out, he had motives. Gerald knew that my fans were very, very important to me, and I was not going to go public with him until we came out and did the right thing and apologized to everybody like we planned and apologized to the fans.
Mercy, please stop this drama. Apologize to the fans. I'm tired. Apologize to the fans, please. Mercy, because you, of course, we know your fans are important to you. But when you were going on vacation and having it hard with daddy and hitting it hard with daddy, you didn't think of your fans then. Yes, you wanted to apologize to your friend, but please, enough with my friends. But it's tiring, girl. Yeah.
Tell them that we were going to move on with our lives. He knew that that was something that was very important to me. And he knew that I didn't want to come across as dishonest to my fans or disloyal or just a fraud. So he started to use this against me, and I didn't even know. And the worst part, the most painful part, was that he was filming my daughter, trying to prove everything or have evidence against me when he's ready to do what he wanted to do.
The smart man.
So I posted a picture, the famous picture that everybody knows about. I posted that picture. The reflection of him was in the picture. One of my fans saw it. The very first person who saw it, she sent me a message, and she told me that she was very disturbed by the picture. And when I saw that, I panicked. I came to him. I said, Gerald, somebody saw you in the reflection of the picture. We need to make this video today. We need to make things clear before everything starts to go crazy.
Okay.
He told me that, relax. We have to sit and plan the video. It has to be an amazing video, and we don't need to rush and do anything. So just relax. Let people say what they want to say. At the end of the day, they're just assuming stuff. They don't really know if that's me. But the whole time, he wanted to have that power over me. He wanted people to start talking. He wanted people to start doubting me. But I'm here believing him and trusting him and believing that we're going to make this video.
But Mercy, you are the gullible one who chose to go back to him, really. Like, I understand all you're saying, right? But before you even started going on vacation, trying to mend things, like, the church should have been the first place if you guys were trying to do it godly. You're not supposed to give him your cookie. You went on vacation, you slept with him, you guys had a good time, and then what? If you wanted to make things right, you were supposed to go through the church the right way, like see counselors continuously as you guys were doing, speak to your pastors or your leaders if you have anyone before going on a vacation to give him your cookie. But apparently you allowed the sex to cloud your emotion, and that was why you became too trusting, because when you involve sex in a relationship that you're trying to work on, your emotions just get clouded, like, because I mean you had it too good, probably.
So then I made a video after about a month and a half of going to therapy, working on us. He decided that he wanted to talk to my family. He called my brother to tell my brother that we are back in love. He apologized for everything that happened. We were going to move back in together, and we were going to continue our relationship. My brother told him, absolutely not. I want nothing to do with it, and I don't think you guys should go on with this relationship. Then he called my mother, and he actually flew to Ohio to speak with my mother, to tell my mother the same story, that we were going to get back together, that we were in love again, and stuff like that. My mother said, absolutely not. I want nothing to do with you all being in a relationship together. I don't want anything to do with it, and I don't think you guys should be together. Well, I was a woman in love. I went against everything, my fans, my family, literally everything.
Please, Mercy, stop blaming this on your woman in love. So, your daughter is not important, but your love. You are a woman in love. You have a child. You have a daughter. You didn't think things through. You ignored the voice of reasoning and everything. You are telling us now you ignored your fan. Your parent, your mom was against it. Your brother was against it, but you went back because the joystick was too good, basically. I
trusted this man. I had seen a new side of him that was even better than the side that I fell in love with when I first started to date.
What were you expecting? Someone who you guys did dirty stuff, like came on air to insult each other, and you think it would come back and not come sweet? I mean, what are you saying, Mercy? Are you a baby?
So I believed him. I said that at the end of the day, this man has changed. He continues to show me and amaze me every day. And
joystick.
Once my family get to see the amazing man that I'm with,
they would understand.
Once they get to see that everything that happened was a mistake, they'll come around.
Yeah.
So he also called his mother, and he told his mother the same thing, and his mother had the same thing to say, because he had told his mother how I'm this horrible person, I'm evil. Same thing he was telling the cops in the restraining order videos. I'm evil, I'm this, I'm that. So when you tell your mother that, no, she's not going to want to be with this person. So I finally called her to tell her, hey mom, everything I said to you was out of anger. I love Mercy. I'm going to be with her. We're going to continue our relationship. We're going to get married. His mom said no. So he too decided that even though my family is not on board, let's just work on us. They're going to come around. So he decided to work on us.
Okay.
So then after a month and a half of therapy, of working on us, of going on beautiful dates and vacation and just praying together every single morning, reading the Bible together every single night and praying before we go to bed and just being an amazing couple, we started talking about making the video again, you know, to come clean to our fans.
Okay.
But then I realized that the story started to change.
Okay.
Gerald started to tell me that he wants to get back on YouTube and he wants to make his videos again, and he doesn't want people to comment negative comments about him, so he needs me to go online and clear his name. I said, well, wait a minute. We were going to go clear our name. What do you mean clear your name? Everything that was said about you online was because of everything that people saw.
So I think Gerald so bad wants to make this social media money because he has seen what Mercy makes. And Mercy, she's clouded to have even think of going back to Gerald.
And then you went on to put out a private recording between you and I. And then you went on to put out a video of you and I in bed claiming that we were in a hotel together. All of these things people saw and they called you out on it. These are not things that I said. I only addressed the fact that the house was in fact mine. And I said a lot of mean things that I experienced with you, which I regret today. Yes, I do. But everything that was said online was from people seeing your behaviors and calling you out on it. So why do you want me to go sit online and say that everything was a lie? Like that's crazy. Nobody's going to believe that. As a matter of fact, people are going to think I'm the liar. So the best thing we can do is go online, be honest with the fans, tell them that we're moving forward with our lives, and they'll fall in place. So he got mad at me and said if I don't go online and basically clear his name, he was not going to help me pay the mortgage. And as a matter of fact, he was going to expose me to my fans and tell them that the whole time we've been living together, that he has moved back into the house, started to blackmail me about exposing me.
Okay.
So when I made a video in the sunroom talking about therapy, he went behind me, sat in the sunroom, and made a video in the same sunroom and started to make all kinds of allegations.
Which channel?
I confronted him in private.
Which channel was that? Which did Gerald Addy open a new channel? Because I didn't see all that. Or was it on Instagram?
And I told him to take the video down so we can make a proper video. And I told him how much I was hurt about the video. He didn't care. He told me that he was going to continue to say what he wants to say until I go and clear his name.
You were the one that went back to him.
But when you bring my innocent daughter into this, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, right.
I have to protect my daughter.
You had to protect your daughter, as you called it. But you didn't think of your daughter when you decided to allow Gerald to pick up your daughter from school. Like, you were too quick to jump in bed with Gerald, move back in with him. You ignored the voice of reasoning, and now it has come to bite you right back in the ass. That is what I put to you, Mercy. After everything that Gerald told Mercy, that I have been recording you, I'm not going to leave you, I've been recording your daughter, Mercy is still saying that leave the house until we can come back as grown adults. I mean, is that how love is? After he told you with his mouth that he's not going to stop until you go out and clear his name according to you, and you are still willing to make it work with him, meaning you are not still prioritizing your daughter after he told you recorded your daughter. I don't know what you guys think, but you heard it all right from Mercy's mouth, because there was a video of, you know, the cops actually kicking Gerald out of that house, and Gerald was actually singing "I'm a child of God" or something. I think Gerald is crazy and Mercy is crazy. This YouTube drama, YouTube couples, I mean, you guys believe them at your own peril. So Mercy Gono, I am disappointed in you. I'm quick to jump in bed with Gerald and I stick to it. Mercy is a clown. Mercy, you are the biggest joker of the century. You went back and now I value my audience. Blah, blah. Bullshit, if you ask me. Anyways, guys, you've heard it all. Interact in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.